For all of our lives, we've been constrained to the limited worlds of PowerPoint and Prezi for every presentation or project. But now we will have a fresh perspective, a new type of media called stop motion. For those of you who have heard of this before, and to you that haven't, both groups would probably agree that stop motion is a fairly new concept to the world. But you would be wrong. Stop motion was first used in the year 1897. Some more recent stop motion films you may know include Gumby, Wallace and Gromit, and some of the scenes in Star Wars. Besides the fascinating history of stop motion, there is a more scientific perspective. Recent studies have shown that the human eye can detect and process images in as little as 13 milliseconds. Most stop motions play at about 10 frames per second, which is about 100 milliseconds per image. This number used to be the widely accepted lowest rate at which humans could detect and process images until these newer studies had been conducted. 100 milliseconds per image is usually used because it gives the brain a chance to detect, process, and then decide where to focus the eyes next, which altogether takes almost exactly 100 milliseconds. Because the brain is still processing and deciding what to do for the entire length the image is shown, it doesn't notice the slight changes between the images, and so the pictures seem to run together into one seamless action. On average, it takes about 500 to 600 images to create a single minute of stop-motion film. This can be extremely time-consuming, which leads us into our next topic, the process of creating a stop-motion film. First, you must be willing to sit still for an hour or two. Then you need to gather your materials. You can use clay, markers and other small objects, and sometimes even yourself. A camera is another necessary material, and a tripod may be helpful but is not completely necessary. And one final supply you can't make a stop-motion video without is chocolate. Obviously. The next step is taking the pictures. It is good to have an idea of what you want to do beforehand, but making things up as you go along will do. Once you have finished shooting your pictures, you will need to edit and combine them into a final product. There are specific programs to put together a stop-motion video, but Windows Movie Maker works well and is free. Set the program so that each image plays for 1/10 of a second. At this point, you can be done with your stop motion, or you can add other things to your video, like an intro, an end screen, commentary, music, or other special effects. In today's world, many people have lost their sense of patience and value. Stop motion can help teach these qualities while also producing an amazing product.